Well, we're approaching the last few days in January, and the biting winds have come across really strong and bitterly cold. So I've popped back into the greenhouse and I'm going to continue with the sowing. Today I'm going to be sowing the sweet pepper. It's called the Californian Wonder. Sometimes you might see it down as a capsicum, which is a proper name for it anyway. So let's get sowing. This is the clover seed and modular compost. It's very, very fine. It's got added sand as well. Just fill up a normal 3-inch pot there, give it a little tap just to get all the air out. And one final thing before we start sowing is give it a gentle tamping down, and that just levels the surface ready. As with all sowings, what I do is gently water the surface so that the seeds actually made contact with damp soil. As expected, if you look at the seed, these are very, very similar to tomato because they're in the same family, and the family owner is the actual potato. So just evenly spread them around, not too many. I think I'll do about 8 or 10. That's the seeds in. There's a few more than I actually intended on sowing, but not to worry. Just give these a gentle covering now with vermiculite and a final watering before they go into the propagator. You may see these are also sown as bell peppers, but they're all the same thing. These are put in at about 15 to 20 degrees, and they should be germinated 7 to 10 days. Continuing on with the sowing theme, I then picked some tough ball onions. These are quite popular with the show growers and they grow to around 8 ounce. Then it was winter density lettuce, again a good all-rounder for over the winter, a reliable crop, and it'll crop March, April. And I finally finished off with some Diablo dahlias. These are really colourful, and I decided to do these from seed rather than doing the tubers. We're coming to the end of January and got some frosty mornings and snow on the way. Needless to say, because I've been sowing seeds, there's not much work been done on the allotment, so I'm not sure if I'll be doing a allotment tour yet because there's nothing to report. But in the meantime, I'm going to start tidying the beds. I've got cow manure due to be delivered anytime soon, and in the meantime I want to get these leeks out, and also around the bottom end of the greenhouse it's been used as a dumping ground. That's going to be tidied up, and I'll take you on the journey with that as well. Quite a lot of these leeks got it with the allium leaf miner. There's still 1 or 2 we may be able to salvage. Stuff like this will clean up. I'm sure that'll wash okay. I'll dig the rest of the bed up and I'll show you what I'll get when I finish the bed. This is where I managed to salvage out of the leeks. As you can see, the flies got into quite a lot of them, although the black marks, not all of them are the tunnels. I'm actually dirt, and so once I've given them a good scrubbing and probably peeled some of the outer leaves off, we might have something worth eating. part of the big clear up, I've picked the last of the dregs of the sprouts. There's the stalks behind, there's not a lot left now, them will be dug out soon. This is what I got off, they're not massive, but at least we'll be able to get a meal off them. Then this is quite good, this is an aquatic basket what you use for planting, and I find these great for picking veg, because you can also dunk them in water, and it's a good way of swelling them. So them are the sprouts. I'm just about to start digging the sprouts out now, and these have got fairly good root ball. Look at that there, it's a real good clean root ball and no sign of any club root at all. You might notice these are metal spikes, they're rods, metal rods, about 1.2 metres long, about 10-12 millimetres diameter. When I plant the sprouts out to probably about 30 centimetres high, put one of these beside each plant, then as the plant grows you can gradually tie it in, and the result is a nice straight stalk of sprouts. Here are a few jobs that you may wish to consider for the upcoming month of February. February is a good time to sort out your seed collection. We're all guilty of hoarding seed packets, so just go through your seeds and be strict with what you keep. Check the sow-by date. Parsnips in particular are very temperamental. That's when it comes to germination, so the fresher the better. And also another good thing is to sort them in sowing order, month by month, and that way you tend not to miss any. Now is a good time to consider pruning fruit trees such as apples and pears, but definitely not the stone fruits. Pruning can be carried out just before the sap rises and the buds begin to swell. However, by pruning now, you'll prevent the tree from putting energy into the buds that you may later remove. For those people that choose to, now's a good time to start chitting early potatoes. Keep them in the frost-free environment with plenty of light, and also I tend to store mine in either egg boxes or compartment cell trays, usually the 15 cell variety. You may also wish to check and clean out any nest boxes before the birds start looking for a home for the year. Now is a good time to check your soil pH and make any adjustments if required. This depends on the type of crop you might be growing. A basic test can be performed with a meter and a probe that's just inserted into the soil, and the value is read off a scale. For a more accurate assessment, use a soil testing kit which consists of a number of test tubes, and the resulting mixes are compared to a colour chart. This also indicates any deficiencies of certain trace elements. In an attempt to have a more structured growing season, I've created a month-by-month seed sowing list on a spreadsheet, and this includes repeat sowings as required. For February, I intend to sow calabrese, zebrune and long red Florence banana shallots, cucumber, spring onions, radish, cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprout and a variety of lettuce. I've got my seed potatoes all ready now. These I've got Swift for first earlies, Charlottes for second, and as usual the main crops are going to be Sarpo. I'll be growing up quite a lot in buckets this year, but that'll be something else for a future episode. But I'll be going to make chitting, and I'll be going out into these trays, but not at the moment because I'm still experiencing some really cold nights. It's dropping way below zero. -3, -4 of a night time. I've got a candle in the greenhouse to try and warm it up a little bit, but even the heated propagator is struggling to maintain temperature, and that's been going down to 12 and 13 at night, which just ain't warm enough to germinate the seeds. Well, that's about it for this one. Hopefully the weather will pick up again soon and I can get out on the plot and do some real work. But in the meantime, there's still lots of jobs to be done, as you can see. Seed stowing still continues, but for me now, I'm going in the house and get a warm cup of coffee. So until then, see you later. Bye for now.